I'm looking at how thin this line is, and it kind of reminds me of dental floss, but it's much, much stronger. What I'm holding up is a strand of sufix 832. It's called an advanced Superline braid. And this particular one is 10-pound test. When you look for these in stores, you can see that it's got the actual pound test, and then over to the side, it tells you what it is in mono diameter, right there, 4-pound test mono diameter. Now, it comes in a green color, which I'm holding here. This is probably the most popular for all-round fishing, and especially fishing in clear water, because it's almost invisible underwater. The only problem I find is if I'm doing things like jigging and it's overcast, and it's important that I watch the line, the green is invisible. So I like to go with the colored line. So the one that I've got here is called the ghost color, and it's ideal to use, again, under low light conditions where it's important to watch the line. If you're concerned about it being too visible underwater, just add some sufix fluorocarbon leader. It's 100% invisible, even if you go to 20 or 30-pound test. Now, the reason why this line is so good, it's not just a gimmick. Here's a diagram on the back. There's a reason why it's called 832 and why it's so strong. It's got one strand of this gore material. In this diagram, you see the actual fiber, the braid, and then there's one strand of the gore material that's wrapped in between the actual lines. It's that material that adds extra strength to the line and keeps it in a cylindrical shape. When normal braided line gets worn out, soft and fuzzy, it starts to flatten. And when it flattens, it can lose up to 40% of the tensile strength. And as fishermen, we don't want to be worried about that, especially when we hook that trophy fish. So if you want to use a good line, especially if you want to make long casts, if you're using light lures, like some of the new scatter wrap lures from Rapala, the sufix 832 braid is excellent.